Yeah, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. About to run through the recap for y'all, man. We got the dub 28-7. First game in the division, I believe, in the fantasy league. So, Cardinals versus Rams, playing in LA in the dome. We got the dub, man, but this was a sloppy game, man. This was a sloppy game. Um, Luckily for us, our defense was enough to stop this man, um, because our offense just wasn't clicking, man. It just wasn't clicking, and it's really all it's all predicated on offensive line, man. It's if you don't have somebody that's going to take away an elite pass rusher or elite D lineman, and they can just tee off on you every down, man, good luck, bro. Good luck. We only had 8 first downs, man. That's the lowest first down output I think I've had the entire Madden year. Hate to see it. Yeah, hate to see it. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the stuff, man. We did keep him under 200 yards of offense, which is insane to do in Madden. But we figured out early on that he wasn't going to be able to move the ball versus sugar fronts when I was mixing in the blitz and coverage and stuff like that. He just wasn't able to move the ball. So with that, um, that's where you get that 22.1 QBR from. 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Now I know Justin Fields has over 100 QBR, but this is not a good game, man. 70%, 3 touchdowns is solid. But in terms of just my offensive output, this is not what we used to. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Taylor, 16 carries for 65 yards. That holding this man under 100 yards is insane because he was definitely stretching it up. Travis Etienne really one long run and the rest was like dog shit for the rest of the game. Even Fields had 121-yard running and a loss for 4. So we weren't running the ball, man. We can't run the ball with our offensive line is like 60 overall. We have multiple 60 overall guys. Um, Again, what we did on defense, we forced him to make his halfback his best receiver, and that's a win in my book. Um, you know what I'm saying? Marquise Goodwin, bro, with 2 touchdowns. Like one of these touchdowns was fluke. Hopefully, there's a replay for it, man. Corey Davis held to his lowest output so far this year. Adam Thielen only 3 for 33. It was just not a good game, man. It wasn't efficient. Chris Reed, two sacks given up. Deion Dawkins giving up a sack. Penei Sewell giving up a sack. It's just tough, man. Wasn't good. Was not good. What was good was his defense, though. Sue with 2 TFLs. Bud Dupree, Chris Westry, that was a user, by the way. Michael Pierce, Reuben Foster also had a sack. Bud Dupree with 2 of those things. We have 4 interceptions by the usual. I mean, these are just like all-star players, bro. This defense is fire. When we finally hit final form, bro, like when we finally get all our guys to unlock dev, it's going to be crazy. Had a couple PBUs here, Morig, Wilson, and Zia Simmons with 2. I actually could have had a user pick, but I went for the SWAT there on one of these plays. Hopefully there's a replay for it, but no defensive touchdown, so it is what it is. Um, let's get into the highlights, man. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Try not to go over the entire game, but there is some tomfoolery here, like this right here, bro. Start off the game with our first third down, 3rd and 1. And we gain 1 yard, but it's still 3rd and 1. Like it's some bullshit, man. But we go for it on 4th and 1 here. We go goal line. He comes out in freaking nickel, so he's going to run his power O. And it's no need to show you guys how to run power O. Power O is pretty cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? So down blocks by the tight end and the right tackle. Fullback kicks out the end man, which is going to be the DB. And then we're just following 64 right up the alley. Good block by 72. Boop. We just off to the races. Off to the races. Feel me? Right here, run another it's a little stretch in the red zone. It's just the numbers are just there, bro. He's in nickel again. We just take advantage of him being in nickel and us being in 12 personnel. Woo! Little juke by ETN for a touchdown. Yeah, that's pretty much that's how our first drive went, man. Right here, 4th and 3, he gets it. 23-yarder to Jonathan Taylor, and this was on me. This was a heavy pressure look. I get caught, in a non-advantageous situation, man. I was using a linebacker, and I'm coming down as if he's going to the flat, and that motherfucker definitely ran an angle route, sauced me. Luckily we were there to make the tackle, so yeah, it is what it is there. Right here on 3rd and 10, this was clutch. We were actually able to get a sack on this guy, and we're showing a heavy pressure look. That's our user right there off the left side. Just like I said, this is the beginning of it. So this is the beginning of it. Snap the ball here. We're not sending anybody except 4. We just got good pressure, get a good rush here off the edge with Bud Dupree. I don't know what that was, but I'll take it. Your left tackle's probably getting fired. That's Jedrick Wills there. That's tough. He's actually a pretty good player. But yeah, I'll take that. Force the punt right here. Then here's some bullshit, bro. Like this wasn't even. There's no replay for it, obviously, as you can see on the screen. But what happened here is I called an empty set. He was a nickel again. He was misaligned. He had the DB out on the 2 receiver side, not the 3 receiver side. And so he snapped the ball through a wheel to the tight end. Tight end barely touches the ball and then gets hit immediately. It should have been an incomplete pass, but they ruled it a fumble. So I tried to challenge it. I paused the game, tried to challenge it. Of course, can't challenge it. It's locked. And there was no booth review. I'm like, bro, I really got hold right there. So fumble was recovered down to the 1 yard line. As you can see, the ball is literally at the inch line. And he just comes out here, just runs the inside zone, scored a touchdown. I'm like, bro, they just gave this man 7. I'm like, all right, cool. Here's what it is. At that point, up until that point, our offense was, okay, I guess. But this is into the first quarter is where we started to realize what was gonna be the bane of our existence here, and it's pretty cut and dry. It's our interior offensive line. Now, Mitch Morse isn't bad. He's like an 80, I think, 79, 80 overall. But this 62 right guard, he's not good. Left guard is a 76 overall. And it's just I'm trying to double team Kenny Clark, and instead of Madden, sliding my line all the way to the right, where my right guard and center are gonna double team Kenny Clark, I get some weird animation where it's like my right tackle tries to double Kenny Clark, and he just lets this old ass pass rusher Murphy get in for an easy sack. It's like, okay, all right, Madden, this gonna be one of those games. Cool. 3rd and 10, we had a 19-yard completion here. We end up turning the ball over on 3rd and 4 here. This interception, 100% because of Kenny Clark's pressure. And that I was like, bro, I have to do something to get this man either doubled, or I would just have to instantly roll out. It was just one of those things. I was like, dog, I gotta get away from this guy. But again, man, our defense 3rd and 3 right here, showing a heavy pressure look. Last time I showed this look, he hit me with an angle route. I'm expecting the same thing. My user's right here above the halfback. We're shaded inside, kind of say inside leverage. So we snap the ball here. We see that he's not running an angle. We just commit to the flat here, and by the time he's looking to throw it, he's probably throwing to the flat, honestly. But yeah, by the time he goes to throw it, that's a sack by Reuben Foster. Right here, we get the ball back on an interception. This is a tip ball. Something crazy, but anywho, we're able to get get sacked again. This is right before the 2-minute warning. 4-man rush, 2 deep safety. We're in a spread look. We're actually looking to go up top here, and we get the look we want. And when I'm going to go make this pass, Kenny Clark's right there, bro. He just beats the shit out of the right tackle. Right guard. Who's like I said, a 68 overall. If I have time enough to see that this, that's wide ass open, 11 is there. That's where I was going with the ball. Boom, get sacked. So we come out next play. we run it. We're similar formation, similar play. We're actually running a post to 11 this time, and we get the one-on-one that we want. So we get the one-on-one with our 96 speed receiver. Kenny Clark just wrecks our day, bro. Wrecks our day. I'm looking down at the pass rush, to be honest. I know from the alignment and just the first snap of the ball, I can tell I'm gonna have one-on-one with the receiver and that safety. And my eyes come down to the pass rush. I'm like, God damn it! Let me just try to move over a little bit so the halfback can pick up Kenny Clark, cut him or something. Nope. I have to throw this off the back foot. Even though, like I said, the safety is one-on-one, and that safety actually has good coverage on him. So it is what it is here. But yeah, Kenny Clark it just influenced that play so much. And that was the third play. Yeah, he got a sack here, forced an interception in the first quarter, forced an interception here. We actually, get him to go 3 and out. And then we get sacked twice here. And this is just us just trying to figure out how to block Kenny Clark. We're just calling plays. Okay, we're going into the half 7-7. Let's just see what we can do to block Kenny Clark. And we failed. 2 sacks right here. End up putting the ball away. It is what it is. Now, out of the half, we kick the ball off. We pause the game. we come out here and we had to pause, bro, and and literally go and change our depth chart around so that somebody other than a 68 overall was covering or blocking Kenny Clark. So here's his first drive out of the half. Ends up going for it on 4th and 1 with an incomplete pass to Randall Cobb. That was clutch. And then right here, 2nd and 4, we get the ball back here. This is some tomfoolery, bro. Not gonna lie. This is some tomfoolery because there's no way Marshawn Lattimore. And I know he's pressed. He pressed him late, so I don't know what his adjustments were, but he pressed him late. On this particular play, I actually have Goodwin on a fade. So when he pressed his whole defense. I'm like, okay, that's my alert. Does he beat his man off the line of scrimmage? Yes, he does. He's 96 speed. Let's go ahead and lob it up. Let him run under it. And that's Marshawn Lattimore, bro. Marshawn Lattimore getting torched by Marquise Goodwin. So, I mean, it is what it is. If I didn't get that play, man, like, I don't know. I don't know where we would be, bro. Because I didn't have time to pass the ball here, bro. I really didn't. He puts together a nice little drive here, 7-yard run, 20-yard run. 10-yard penalty there was holding, I believe. Gets a 15-yard pass, 2nd and 2. He's in the red zone. Driving, you know, like I said, and this is a 2nd and 2. It's not even a money down. It's not even 3rd down. But right here, we're just gonna snap the ball. Ronan sending out 4. Got everybody in coverage here. Basically got his whole route combo bagged up. This mesh. And I think he got a guy on a crosser here, 84 or 14, whatever it is. We get back to that. Which if we don't, you know, he's probably gonna score here. But I don't know why you throw the spot route here. Is this a spot route? I'm not sure. Maybe it might be a post. I think it's a post. He was expecting it to run across the back line, but that's tough. You know, if you don't, this is one thing about the red zone, man. Is you got to practice your red zone stuff at every depth. You know what I mean? Like you got to see if it's a good 10-yard play, if it's a good 15-yard play. Some plays that work inside the 5 don't work from the 10. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We got an interception there. Depending on the defense, I want to say this was a roughing the passer, 15 yards on a 3rd and 2. That was clutch. 4th quarter here, you know, is where you win the game. You know, it's 14-7 hitting into the 4th. 4th and 5, we were facing again another 4th down. We end up getting a halfback here for 7 yards. 21-yard run by Fields right there. No replay. There was nothing to see there. Really just called man coverage, and we just took off up the middle. Right here, eats in for 25, and then 10-yarder to Davis, man. If you know, people play me enough, man, you'll realize what I do all the time. I just do the same stuff all the time, man. From different situations. This is man coverage. Snap the ball here. We're watching our whip. Our whip actually, he's not that open. He's not open at all, honestly. And I don't like the way that he's sitting there. So when I come off the whip, I'm looking at the dig, and I see that there's all this space vacated by from the dig. I'm just gonna throw this in there, low ball to the left. Yeah, Corey Davis, easy money. Appreciate you, good buddy. Let's see here. Interception by Isaiah Simmons. Now, this next sequence of plays is kind of funny. So, at this point, I'm trying all different kinds of alignments, different plays here. I think this one we're sending 5. I think we're sending a nickel corner here, which ends up ironically getting Von Miller free off the right side linebacker spot. So we're using over the middle. Von Miller comes in free because we sent the corner. We're covering, like this dig we got here, matching that, and he throws it anyway. Even though he's getting pressure. I think the ball got popped up, honestly. Yeah, so threw up a little duck, and we were able to get it with Isaiah Simmons. So pad the stats a little bit. Now this play right here was absolute bullshit. Absolute, positively bullshit. I see it's a man alignment, so I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and run this play that has a really nice slant route or post route. But it's being ran by Marquise Goodwin, which is he's not a good receiver. Let's just let it run, bro. It's man on man. It should have been a pick, bro. It should have been a pick. It really should have been a pick. That was terrible. This is a 5'9" receiver. Is going up and dunking on folks. I think there's Avonte Maddox in coverage with him, who does a really good job. Like bro, he's carrying him up the field, makes the cut. He's right there under him. He still put it up and he goes up and get it. Like, what the fuck? Madden go Madden, bro. God damn it, Jim. That's tough. Anywho, we're able to get another sack here on Herbert, 2nd and 7. This one's not a, we're not in a, a sugar front, but we're showing like a pressure look. People send blitz from this alignment all the time. It's actually a cover 3 hard flat. And he has his corner out, but he's not reading it at all. Scrambles out. I'll take it. I will take it. That's my user taking away his the route he wants to throw here. Taking the tight end vertical, because if you throw that, I'm going to pick it with Isaiah Simmons, and we just coming down for the dig here. He's not reading that. He's not reading this play at all. Read the apex defender. If he comes down, bro, you got your corner out. Got your corner out, man. Anywho, we're back on L, just taking L's. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 3, we get sacked, punt the ball away. We end up getting an interception here just for GP. Again, this is another sugar front because he showed that he wasn't going to beat it, man. He wasn't going to beat it. We sent the linebacker here, so we're sending 5. Just stay underneath all these routes and just pick it off. We know this formation, bro. You're either running the stretch right, inside zone left, or you're running this crossers play, this drag crosser or whatever, and you just stay underneath everything and pick it off. I mean, it was a bad read, terrible read, to be honest. But being as though you block your tight end and your halfback, you should have known you had time here to A, hit the dig or hit someone else other than throwing that bullshit. But that's it, man. That's it for the video. If you liked the video, like the video. If you didn't, be sure to dislike it, leave some hateful comments, and unsubscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.